Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. It's wonderful to see such a crowd so bright and early. I am president of the Live Events Division, which is part of the Atlantic magazine, and I'm so delighted to welcome you to this Next America Forum, which we're calling The Changing Face of Higher Education. As some of you may know, Next America is an Atlantic project. We chronicle how demographic change is redefining this country, and on the education front, most kids in public school now are students of color. But we also know that completion rates for African Americans and Hispanics still remain very, very low, and that's a problem. Higher education has long been seen as the best way to get a job, but not only is it wildly expensive to go to college, but if kids aren't graduating or finding good jobs, the question emerges for us, and this is what we'll begin to consider this morning. Is it time to reconsider or reimagine the whole notion of higher ed? So today we'll hear from policymakers, educators, business representatives, and students, and talk about what they think the future of higher education in this country is going to look like. Before we begin, I do want to thank our underwriters, the people who have made this morning's gathering possible, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and the Lumina Foundation for making today work, and it gives me real pleasure to invite Lumina's Chief Strategy Officer and Senior Vice President, Danette Howard, to say a few words. Danette.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks very much, Margaret. I'm very pleased to be here to be a part of this very important conversation, and one that, in fact, I never grow tired of, because the reality is that post-secondary education must change. It must evolve and adapt to truly meet the needs of today's students, many of whom, as you well know and will hear more about today, are more diverse and lead far more complex lives than most people realize. For example, the vast majority of today's students, 75% in fact, commute to campus while juggling parenting, work, and other responsibilities. Nearly 40% of students are older, over the age of 25, and enrollment for Latino students has tripled since the mid-90s and increased by more than 70% for African American students. And we know that students of all sorts are struggling to pay for their post-secondary experiences, with more than 60% of students not having a single dollar to contribute toward their college education. At Lumina Foundation, we support the creation of a true post-secondary ecosystem where learners and their needs are at and remain at the center of all of the work, and where all of the various and disparate parts of the post-secondary system are in fact connected and integrated. And not just 2- and 4-year campuses, but employer training and other workforce efforts, as well as dual enrollment, early college, and any and all efforts, when woven together, can put learners on a successful pathway toward completion, and where all learning that can be demonstrated is validated and can count toward a high-quality credential. For us, the dream is that incumbent workers with no training have the same opportunities to receive a high-quality post-secondary credential as the 35-year-old single mom with some college and no degree, and the same opportunities as the 18-year-old right out of high school, that they all will have real, meaningful opportunities for securing a high-quality credential. And that's what we look forward to hearing more about today. Thank you.